To program the contents of a menu, go into Products and Menu Setup. Now, taking a look at this screen, let's first of all cover off what we have within the pull-down menu across the top. The first thing we have here is multi-menu. Now, you may recall in the previous video, we assigned multiple menus within the system where we had different menus and we assigned their corresponding order templates. Now, within here, under Revenue Center, I have all of the different menus that are currently programmed into my system here. And if I select on any one of them, then the screen will change corresponding to that order template. Now, along with this, I have these two grids that show up on the right-hand side. This one down at the bottom is the order page grid, and the one above it is the product grid. Selecting on any of the buttons in the order page grid, you'll see that the contents of the product grid change with it. To move around any of the buttons that exist on here, just click and drag, and you can move them to any desired location. And the same applies within the product grid. Now, located over on the left-hand side, I have two tabs. The first one is Pages. Now, these represent all of the order pages that are programmed onto the system. Those that show up highlighted are modifier pages. Those that are not highlighted are regular order pages. To apply an order page button, select on the desired order page, and then click and drag down to the order page grid. Another way you can do it as well is to select on the order page, select on the button you want, and then Insert Page. A third way to do it is to right-click on the empty page and select Insert here. Again, you can move around the order pages as well. If you want to create an order page, select on an empty button and choose Create New Page. You'll notice this brings up the order page setup, and from here you can program one in and it will be applied automatically into the order page grid. If you want to apply a product to any one of these, select on the desired order page, select on Products. And what we have here is a master list of all of the products that reside on the system. To apply one, just click and drag across to the desired button. And again, you can move it to any location. Another way to do it as well is to select on an empty button, select on the desired item, and then from here right-click and Insert. Or another way you can do it, select on the button, select on the item, and up at the top we have Insert Product. And you can apply it that way as well. You can also create items right from scratch on here. So for example, I have an empty button. I'm going to select on that and choose Create New Product. In doing this, the system will then bring up Product Setup screen. And from here, I can program in the item, and it will be applied directly onto the menu button. You can also remove buttons from here as well. Click and drag up to the trash can, and that button will be removed. Now, that will only be removed from the grid. It will not affect it actually being in the database. That will still reside within there. If you wish to make changes to an existing item, select on it and choose Edit Product. Again, it will bring up the product setup, but this time populated with that item that you had selected. And from there, you can make changes to it. Taking a look at some of the other selections across the top, we have Special. In this, I have Sort Page Alphabetically. Now, you'll see, for example, I've got all of these different items that show up within salads. If I choose Sort Page Alphabetically, it will take all of the items and sort them from left to right and then top to bottom in alphabetical order. The location of the buttons will remain as they were before. They will not be changed, but the contents will be shuffled around so they are alphabetic. Show products from all revenue centers. Now in this case, I only have the one revenue center programmed into the system. But if you are working with different revenue centers, then you may find that not all of the products show up within here because it's been allocated to another revenue center. But let's say, for example, we had like a cola, for example. Then you may want to use that in multiple revenue centers. And if that is the case, just select on Special and Show Products from all revenue centers, and the cola will show up in here, and you can apply it to any one of those menus. Tag menu. You can apply a common change to multiple items. So for example, coming down here again, I'm going to apply a change to several of these items. Holding down the Control key on your keyboard, click on the various items that you want to apply the change to. And then from there, go up to Tag menu, and then for example, I may want to change the background color. Or holding down Control again, Tag, and maybe change the text color. As you can see, there are many things you can apply as a common change to multiple items. To make a change to a modifier page, you do not need to apply the page itself to the order page grid. Simply select on the title, and you'll see that the product grid now changes to that modifier page. And now from here, I can apply an item to that modifier page. To take a look at how this is going to show up on the front end, select on this icon, and it will generate a front-end view of how this item looks in this menu.